Today, we will look at how deadweight loss is created in markets. We will first understand the basics, then use a real-world example to show why some taxes result in larger deadweight losses than others, and how deadweight loss impacts buyers and sellers. First, what is deadweight loss? Deadweight loss represents all the purchases that would have taken place in a market but did not due to tax putting a wedge between the consumers and the sellers of a product. What is tax? Tax is an additional cost put on a product by the government that goes directly to the government and not the sellers of the product that you are buying. I will demonstrate deadweight loss using a real-world example of cigarette sales and cigarette tax. This graph represents cigarette sales before the tax is imposed. As you can see, the seller is paying $5 per pack and the supplier is receiving $5 per pack, and they're selling around 1,000 packs. Now suppose a $2 tax is placed on every cigarette sale. Sellers are now receiving $4 per sale and buyers are paying $6 per sale. The amount of sales has dropped down to 800. This area in the middle, where there's no sales happening, represents the deadweight loss. It's key to note that this affects sellers in the fact that they're only receiving 800 sales, and this affects buyers in the fact that they are spending $1 extra per purchase. This will have an effect on buyers since many smokers will have to quit or have to pay more if they can't quit, and this will have an effect on suppliers since many suppliers will have to either lay off employees or they will go out of business. The size of deadweight loss depends on elasticity of the demand and supply curve. If both demand and supply are inelastic, the same tax wedge of $2 has a very small effect. However, if they're both elastic, this exact same tax wedge appears much bigger. The reason for this is because in an inelastic supply and demand curve, buyers and sellers will continue business as usual despite the tax. But in an elastic demand curve, it is much easier for both parties to leave, and that causes the deadweight loss. Now you know how deadweight loss is formed in markets and how elasticity affects the size of deadweight loss.